To manage a project lifecycle, you can choose from several methodologies, each with advantages and disadvantages. We'll examine 4 popular project management methodologies: Agile, Waterfall, Kanban, and Scrum. The Agile methodology is based on the Agile Manifesto, which emphasizes iterative, flexible, and collaborative approaches to software development. Agile teams work in short sprints, usually 2 to 4 weeks, and regularly reassess their priorities and change their plans as needed. The Agile approach is highly adaptable and allows teams to respond quickly to changing requirements and priorities. Agile also emphasizes collaboration and communication, which can help ensure everyone is on the same page and working towards the same goals. But because the Agile approach is so flexible, planning and budgeting for the entire project in advance can be difficult. This can make it harder to secure funding or get buy-in from stakeholders who prefer more predictable and structured approaches. The waterfall methodology is a linear, sequential approach to software development. In the waterfall approach, each project stage is completed before the next stage begins, and changes to the project plan are only made at the end of each stage. The waterfall approach is highly structured and predictable, making it easier to secure funding and get buy-in from stakeholders. It's also easier to plan and budget for the entire project in advance. The waterfall approach is less adaptable and can be less responsive to changing requirements and priorities. Because changes can only be made at the end of each stage, it can also be more difficult to address issues and make changes as needed. Scrum is a framework for agile software development that emphasizes teamwork, accountability, and transparency. Scrum teams work in short sprints and use daily stand-up meetings and retrospectives to reassess their progress and make changes as needed. Scrum is a highly structured and effective approach to agile software development. It helps teams stay on track and focused on their goals, and provides a clear process for addressing challenges and making changes. However, it can be time-consuming and complex, and may not be the best fit for smaller or less complex projects. Kanban is a visual management tool that helps teams prioritize their work and track progress. Teams use a Kanban board to visualize their work and make it easier to see what needs to be done, who is working on what, and when work is completed. Kanban is a simple and flexible approach to agile software development that can be adapted to various projects and teams. It's also easy to use and understand, making it a great option for teams new to Agile. But Kanban is less structured than Scrum, making it more difficult to prioritize tasks and stay on track. It may also be less effective for larger or more complex projects that require more structure and coordination. Which of these methodologies is best? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Each of them has its strengths and weaknesses, and the best methodology for a particular project will depend on factors such as the size of the project, its complexity, its goals, and the type of project being undertaken. For example, if you're working on a large software development project in which requirements are constantly changing and you need to be able to deliver working software quickly, Scrum might be the best methodology for you. On the other hand, if you're working on a construction project where requirements are well-defined and unlikely to change, Waterfall might be the best approach. The choice of methodology will depend on the specific requirements of the project. Understand the strengths and weaknesses of each methodology to choose the one that is best suited for your project. Selecting the right methodology ensures your project is managed effectively, efficiently, and successfully.